Just 4 days before the 2004 presidential election in the US, a videotape of Osama bin Laden was aired on news channels. This election was extremely significant in American history. Both presidential candidates, George Bush and John Kerry, ran their campaigns with promises to take revenge on Osama bin Laden for the 9/11 attacks if elected to power. In the video aired on Al Jazeera, Osama bin Laden appeared in good health and openly took responsibility for the 9/11 attacks in a more direct manner than ever before. The purpose of this video recording was to show the world, especially the US, that the most wanted man in the world felt safe wherever he was, right at the time when his video was creating an uproar in the US at the CIA headquarters in Virginia. The special task force that was created to hunt down bin Laden had run out of almost every lead. The situation was frustrating for the CIA, especially since the same Osama bin Laden, who was now practically celebrating his success via videotape, had been nearly captured by the CIA just 3 years earlier. Welcome back to another video on Fusion Arc, viewers. Just a month after 9/11, the US invaded Afghanistan and drove Al-Qaeda fighters to the eastern part of the country. These Al-Qaeda fighters then dug themselves into the Tora Bora caves, and the CIA believed that Osama bin Laden was also hiding there. Working with local allies, the US military fought hard against Al-Qaeda in Tora Bora, but when they had no success, they decided to launch heavy airstrikes. By the time the US military had won the battle, bin Laden had already escaped. After the fighting, only 20 people were captured, and the CIA lost its first golden opportunity to capture Osama bin Laden. But what the CIA didn't know at the time was that one of the 20 people they captured could lead him straight to bin Laden. This person was Mohammed al-Qahtani, a new name for the CIA at the time. He initially downplayed his involvement with Al-Qaeda, claiming that he was in Afghanistan for falcon hunting, but when the CIA took his fingerprints, they matched the records in their system. Just a few weeks before the 9/11 attacks, a man had tried to enter the US at Orlando International Airport with $800 in cash and a one-way ticket. Suspicious customs agents denied him entry and sent him back. This man was none other than Mohammed al-Qahtani, the same man captured in the Tora Bora caves, whose fingerprints were already in the CIA's system. The CIA now had another reason to believe that Mohammed al-Qahtani had ties to Al-Qaeda. On the same day and at the same time when al-Qahtani tried to enter the US, a phone call was made from an airport phone booth to an Al-Qaeda contact in the UAE. Since al-Qahtani was at the airport at that time, the CIA suspected that someone, possibly an accomplice, made the call while waiting to pick him up. In addition to the phone call, the FBI found an abandoned car in the parking lot of the same airport. This car had been rented by Mohammed Atta, the man who piloted American Airlines Flight 11 into the North Tower of the World Trade Center during the 9/11 attacks. All these events seemed to have some connection with Mohammed al-Qahtani. The investigation team concluded that al-Qahtani was supposed to participate in the 9/11 attacks by hijacking United Airlines Flight 93, the flight that crashed in Pennsylvania when passengers fought to retake control of the plane. After connecting all the dots, Mohammed al-Qahtani was interrogated again, and this time, he finally admitted his connection to Al-Qaeda. 3 months later, in March 2002, another Al-Qaeda member named Abu Zubaydah, who worked as a logistics coordinator for the group, was captured. He helped the CIA track down Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, the mastermind behind the 9/11 attacks. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed was captured a year later. Mohammed al-Qahtani told the CIA that just 2 months before the 9/11 attacks, in July 2001, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed introduced him to a man who was new to the CIA, Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti. This man trained al-Qahtani. This information helped the CIA understand the structure of Al-Qaeda, but it wasn't enough to lead him to Osama bin Laden. Despite all their efforts, the CIA could not find any solid information about bin Laden's whereabouts. His family members were monitored, but none had any contact with him. The only thing the CIA knew was that bin Laden was still sending messages from wherever he was. In the years that followed, Osama bin Laden's audio tapes were released, and it was believed that he was only in contact with Al-Qaeda leadership. The CIA's strategy now focused on finding Al-Qaeda's courier network, the people who carried messages from bin Laden to other Al-Qaeda leaders. In January 2004, Kurdish security forces arrested a man named Hassan Gul, who was carrying a letter from Osama bin Laden. Gul was handed over to the CIA, and during interrogation, he revealed a critical secret. Osama bin Laden's personal courier was Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti, the same man who had trained Muhammad al-Qahtani. With this new information, the focus of the investigation shifted to Abu Ahmed. Although different al-Qaeda members had varying opinions about Abu Ahmed's role, the CIA knew that they had to track him down. However, they only had a name and no other solid information. In 2005, another al-Qaeda commander, Abu Faraj al-Libi, was captured. He also downplayed Abu Ahmed's importance, claiming that he had retired. The CIA's investigation into Abu Ahmed was complicated by conflicting information from various al-Qaeda members. Despite using enhanced interrogation techniques, which included torture, the CIA was unable to find any leads on Abu Ahmed or Osama bin Laden. However, in 2007, they received a piece of information from another intelligence agency that confirmed Abu Ahmed's true identity. His real name was Ibrahim Saeed Ahmed, a Pakistani with a family that had moved to Kuwait. Although it took 2 more years, the CIA finally tracked down Abu Ahmed in June 2010 after intercepting a phone call. The call was in Arabic and Pashto, and during the conversation, the person in Pakistan said, "I'm with the same people I was with before." This statement raised suspicions, and after monitoring thousands of phone calls, the CIA was confident that this person was Abu Ahmed. A ground-level investigation began in August 2010, and a Pakistani CIA agent was assigned to follow Abu Ahmed. After weeks of surveillance, it became clear that bin Laden was likely living with Abu Ahmed in a compound. The US was still not 100% certain, but they believed they had found the man they had been searching for over the past decade. In May 2011, the special unit was tasked with raiding the compound. On the night of May 1, 2011, 2 Black Hawk helicopters took off from Jalalabad airfield in Afghanistan and headed towards the compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan, where bin Laden was believed to be hiding. US officials claim that Osama bin Laden's body was buried at sea within 24 hours, with permission from Saudi Arabia, in the Arabian Sea. We hope you liked and shared this video from Jam TV. Thanks to all of you for your loving comments. See you in the next exciting video.